In this video, you'll learn how to properly and safely operate Thermo Safetec ST28-10 heaters. These units are propane-fueled combustion air heaters that prevent cargo freezing during transit in cold environments. They function very similar to a residential natural gas furnace. Heat is produced by burning a mixture of outside air and propane. Exhaust gases from the combustion process are vented outside. Once produced, heat is transferred through a heat exchanger to the interior of the trailer or truck body using a fan. Operating power is either 12 volts DC from the tractor's electrical system or 110 volts AC from utility company power. Before operating these units, it's important to understand and adhere to the following safety information and procedures to help prevent personal injury, potential cargo damage, and/or equipment damage. Always use appropriate safety equipment when working in or around equipment. Safetec heaters have a built-in safety system that automatically shuts the unit down if a malfunction occurs, or a potentially unsafe condition could develop. Examples include ignition failure or an extended combustion interruption, a combustion overheating condition, a low voltage condition or electrical system failure, or if the fan stops. Familiarize yourself with and adhere to all danger, warning, caution, and notice decals. Propane tanks are to be filled by authorized fill stations and their employees only. Do not attempt to fill them yourself. Be sure the propane tank shutoff valve is turned off when the unit is not in use. Don't smoke in, around, or near the tractor, trailer, truck, or truck body at any time. Always turn the unit off before filling the vehicle's fuel tanks. If the vehicle will be taken into an enclosed area, such as a building, close the propane tank shutoff valve and turn the unit off before entering the area. Also, always leave at least 14 inches of clearance space both around and in front of the unit hot air outlet. Operators who have not done this have occasionally experienced cargo damage due to overheating, or in a few cases have actually caught the cargo on fire. Before each trip, check the propane level to ensure there's enough to operate the unit until you reach the next fill station. If the tank is less than 50% full, get it filled before you depart. Note: if the outside temperature is below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, the tank must be kept at least 50% full at all times to ensure proper unit operation. Visually inspect the fuel line, electrical wiring harness, and plug connections for signs of chafing, physical damage, or loose connections. Check both combustion air inlets, the exhaust outlet, and the trailer vents for restrictions. Inside the trailer, check for restrictions in the hot air outlet. Also, check the unit sensor and wiring harness for physical damage or evidence of chafing. If any problems are found during this inspection, contact your supervisor. Next, we'll discuss unit operation. Once the pre-trip inspection has been performed, the next step is unit startup. When operating the unit on the vehicle's 12-volt DC electrical system, first, fully open the propane tank shutoff valve. This allows propane to enter the fuel line. When operating on 110-volt AC, connect the electrical cord to both the unit and the 110-volt power source first. Then open the propane tank shutoff valve. Next, verify the thermostat is set properly. In this example, we'll use 50 degrees. If it's not, adjust it to the proper temperature. Start the unit by placing the toggle switch in the on position. The green light will come on and the fan will start. Approximately 10 seconds later, the gas valve will open, fuel will begin to flow, and the igniter will create a spark for approximately 10 seconds attempting to ignite the fuel. Once started, the unit will run until the body interior reaches the desired temperature. The unit will then cycle off until heat is again required. This automatic on-off cycling will continue as necessary to maintain the desired temperature. To stop the unit, first, ensure it's running and that the burner is on. If it's not, force the unit to start by temporarily changing the set point to a higher temperature. Once the unit is started, close the propane tank shutoff valve. This purges or removes propane from the fuel line, all the way from the tank to the unit. by burning it off prior to unit shutdown. Once the line is purged and combustion has stopped, turn the toggle switch off. The green light will go off and the gas valve will close. The fan will continue to run for a short period of time to cool the unit before it stops automatically. If the set point was changed, reset the thermostat to the proper temperature. Always use the toggle switch to start and stop the unit. Do not use the vehicle's ignition key. Always turn the unit off before unplugging the 110-volt power cord. Next, we'll talk about loading and delivery procedures. Always turn the unit off before opening the doors. When loading, keep the cargo below the load line to help ensure adequate airflow space above the cargo. Doing so helps ensure the cargo is not placed at risk. Also, always provide at least 14 inches of space around and between the unit hot air outlet and the cargo. As previously mentioned, operators who have not done this have occasionally experienced cargo damage due to overheating, or in a few cases have actually caught the cargo on fire. If problems are encountered over the road, the amber fail light will come on. If this occurs, contact a Thermo King dealer for assistance. After your trip, perform a post-trip inspection and report any equipment damage, operating difficulties, or problems you encountered en route. For additional unit operating information, refer to the Safetec Operator's Manual. Now that you know how to properly and safely operate Thermo King's Safetec ST28-10 heaters, you'll be able to continue providing your customers with the high-quality service you provide, time and time again.